The Spectral Vengeance Part 2, Chapters 4, 5, and 6. Chapter 4. The Lawless Realm. The escape had been exhilarating, a rush of freedom after what seemed like an eternity of confinement. As they sped away from the prison planet, the vastness of space stretched before them like a blank canvas, waiting to be painted with new tales of adventure and possibly redemption. But while the universe was vast, there were few places where fugitives of their notoriety could find refuge. They needed a haven, a corner of the cosmos, untouched by the far-reaching arm of the Galactic Federation. The Spectral Vengeance gathered his crew in the hijacked ship's main chamber as the stars streaked past them. The conversation followed was a mix of strategy, speculation, and hope. Tales of a galaxy known as the Abysmal Void had circulated among spacefaring races for generations. It was said to be a place where no rules applied, outlaws thrived, and the Federation's influence had yet to reach. This lawless expanse of space was their best chance, but navigating to the Abysmal Void was a challenge in itself. Legend spoke of it being veiled by nebulous clouds and treacherous asteroid fields. Traditional navigation systems would be of little use. Ilara, with her ability to perceive temporal shifts, suggested a daring strategy. By tapping into the very essence of time, they could anticipate and avoid potential hazards. It was risky, but their situation called for bold moves. The days that followed were a blur of activity. Now flying in tandem, the two ships made adjustments for their journey. The crew undertook training drills, harnessing their combined abilities in ways they had never imagined. The synergy between them was palpable, the bonds forged in the heat of their escape, now strengthening with each passing moment. Grax fortified their defenses, using scraps from both ships to construct makeshift armor and weaponry. Nyx focused on stealth technology, ensuring they remained undetected during their journey. The Spectral Vengeance, meanwhile, dove deep into his meditation, trying to unlock even more of his suppressed powers. Their collective might was formidable, and their resolve unyielding. As they neared the Abysmal Void, the legends proved true. A dense nebula clouded their path, its colors a mesmerizing dance of light and dark. The asteroid field was like a deadly maze, shifting and unpredictable. But with Ilara's temporal guidance and the Spectral Vengeance's power, they navigated the treacherous terrain, their ships gracefully dodging hazards with uncanny precision. Emerging on the other side, they were greeted by a sight unlike any other. The Abysmal Void was a chaotic galaxy where stars seemed to burn brighter and planets appeared richer in hue. Alien civilizations free from the Federation's control thrived here, each with its own rules and hierarchies. It was a realm where power was respected above all else, and the newcomers with their formidable reputation were soon acknowledged. Settling on a rogue planet, the Spectral Vengeance and his crew were no longer fugitives on the run. They were now power players in a galaxy where might made right. Their journey from prisoners to rulers was just beginning, and the Abysmal Void was their newfound kingdom. Chapter 5. A Kingdom Built on Shadows. The rogue planet they settled on was a striking enigma. Its surface blended crystalline structures and deep blue oceans. Radiating an alluring glow, it seemed to pulse with life and cosmic energy. The planet, which the crew affectionately named Nova's Refuge, quickly became a beacon in the Abysmal Void. Word spread about the newcomers, their audacious escape, and the power they wielded. Under the Spectral Vengeance's leadership, Nova's Refuge began its transformation. Settlements sprouted like wildflowers, each a marvel of architecture blending the aesthetics of the crew's diverse origins. Grax spearheaded the construction, ensuring each structure was fortified yet welcoming, a representation of their combined might and aspiration. With her gift of foresight, Ilara took on the role of an oracle. She would gaze into the temporal streams, offering guidance to settlers and helping them navigate the intricacies of life in this unpredictable galaxy. Her predictions became highly sought after, and beings from distant corners of the Abysmal Void soon journeyed to Nova's Refuge to seek her counsel. Nyx, ever the elusive shadow, set up a covert network of spies and informants. Their primary goal was to gather intel on the political shifts and undercurrents within the Abysmal Void. This network, known as the Eclipsed Eyes, became Spectral Vengeance's ears and eyes, ensuring he was always ahead of potential threats. But as Nova's refuge flourished, it became a magnet for power struggles. Factions within the Abysmal Void saw the rising power of the Spectral Vengeance and his crew as a challenge to the established order. Some sought alliances, their overtures veiled in promises of shared power and prosperity. Others, however, harbored darker intentions. Among these was the shadowy figure known as the Crimson Marauder, a notorious warlord in the Abysmal Void. His reputation was built on treachery and brute force. Sensing a potential rival in the Spectral Vengeance, he plotted to undermine and, if possible, overthrow the newfound kingdom. Tensions rose as skirmishes broke out on the fringes of Nova's refuge. The Eclipsed Eyes brought whispers of the Marauders' plans of full-scale assault. Both sides drew battle lines where alliances were forged and tested. The Spectral Vengeance, once a harbinger of destruction, found himself in a new role. He was now a leader, a protector, and a beacon of hope for the inhabitants of Nova's refuge. Drawing upon his cosmic powers and the combined might of his crew, he prepared to defend their home. But even amid the looming threat, there was a sense of unity. The people of Nova's refuge, diverse and varied, came together with a shared purpose. Each individual, whether a skilled warrior or a humble artisan, played their part in fortifying their sanctuary. The stage was set for a confrontation that would determine the fate of Nova's refuge and possibly the balance of power in the Abysmal Void. The Spectral Vengeance, once lost in his rage and thirst for revenge, now had something far more potent driving him. A purpose, a people to protect, and a home to defend. Chapter 6, Siege of the Stars. The skies over Nova's refuge became a theater of anticipation. Every sunrise, the horizon shimmered with the distant silhouettes of the Crimson Marauders' fleet, growing closer with each passing day. The atmosphere was thick with a mix of dread and determination. Regardless of their origin, every inhabitant of the Abysmal Void had a role to play in the upcoming confrontation. The Spectral Vengeance, surrounded by his most trusted allies, devised strategies that fully used the planet's unique landscape and their collective abilities. Grax, overseeing the defenses, had transformed the crystalline structures around the settlements into a labyrinth of traps and fortifications. These natural mazes refracted and multiplied light, making it nearly impossible for invaders to differentiate reality from illusion. Elara's temple became a beacon of hope. People flocked there, seeking glimpses of the future and drawing strength from her calming presence. Her abilities, though often focused on the temporal, played a crucial role in morale, keeping the spirit of the defenders high and instilling a belief that the siege would be repelled. Nyx's network, the Eclipsed Eyes, operated at maximum capacity. Their agents, hidden among the Marauders' ranks, relayed crucial information about his plans, tactics, and troop movements. The intelligence they provided allowed the defenders to anticipate and counter many of the Marauders' strategies. But it wasn't just about defense. The Spectral Vengeance knew that to safeguard Nova's refuge, they had to strike at the heart of the threat. Using the intel from the Eclipsed Eyes, a strike team was assembled to target the Marauders' flagship. This elite group, led by the Spectral Vengeance himself, aimed to capture or eliminate the Crimson Marauder, hoping his defeat would demoralize his army. The day of reckoning dawned, with the sky painted in hues of red and gold. The Marauders' fleet, a dark cloud of steel and fire, descended upon Nova's refuge. Energy beams crisscrossed the sky, and the very ground shook from the intensity of the bombardment. But the defenders held firm. The labyrinthine fortifications designed by Grax confused and disoriented the invaders, turning the battleground into a chaotic maze. As the ground forces defended their home, the strike team moved. Stealthily navigating through the chaos, they boarded the Marauders' flagship. The corridors echoed with skirmishes, but the Spectral Vengeance's raw power, combined with the skills of his team, proved to be an unstoppable force. They inched closer to the Marauders' command chamber, leaving a trail of defeated foes in their wake. The confrontation between the Spectral Vengeance and the Crimson Marauder was epic in its scale. The command chamber became an arena of clashing powers, with both leaders unleashing their full might. The Marauder, though a ruthless warlord, was no match for the Spectral Vengeance's cosmic abilities, refined and heightened from his time on the prison planet. The battle ended with the Marauder's capture. His defeat sent ripples of disbelief throughout his forces. Morale plummeted, and the invading army was soon in disarray without their leader. Nova's refuge, against all odds, had repelled the siege. The victory was a testament to their defenses and the spirit of unity and determination that had united its inhabitants. The Crimson Marauder's threat had been defeated. The legacy of this battle would forever be etched in the annals of the Abysmal Void. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling cosmic journeys. Join us as we continue this sci-fi saga, as we present in the future Part 3, Chapters 7, 8, and 9.
The Spectral Vengeance, written and narrated by Dwayne McWilliams.